Welcome to ASOR's Tutorials for Cultural Heritage Survey. This tutorial will focus on downloading the KoboCollect app and also syncing it with your already created KoboToolbox project. Now, there are a couple of steps that you need to do before even downloading the app. Let's return to our main dashboard page in KoboToolbox and go to the sample project that we created in previous tutorials. When we select it and go to the Form tab, we'll see this section down at the bottom, Collect Data. If you select the drop-down, you'll see multiple options for connecting the app to the project that you've created. We actually want to scroll all the way down to the bottom to Android application. And what appears are instructions on how to connect the KoboConnect app that is on an Android device, whether that's a tablet or a phone, to your Kobo project that you've created on a web browser on a desktop. So keep these settings in mind, and now let's go to your tablet or phone and download the KoboCollect app. So for this example, I'm using a Samsung tablet that runs on Android. And the first step is to find the app on your Play Store. So here, let's search for KoboCollect. I've actually searched for it already. And now we see it at the top. So install the app. This could take a few seconds. Once the download is done, go ahead and open up the app. So this is typically the first screen that will appear once you've first downloaded the app. What we want to do first is select the manually entered project details, and this will allow us to sync up this app with our project on KoboToolbox. Once we select this, you'll notice that there's a field for URL, username, and password. So the username is your Kobo username and password that you created in your account. And the URL is taken from your KoboToolbox project form page after you selected the Android application in the dropdown. So note this URL and type it into your app. Once you've entered in your username, password, and URL, select the Add button. And you can choose to save it if you'd like. I'll just say not now. Okay, so this is the main page on the KoboCollect app. You have a few options here. Fill blank form. So this is when you want to collect new data. You have edit save form. So after you've actually collected a few records, you can go back and change any of the entries. Send finalize form is once we're done collecting, we can send everything that we've collected on our app to our Kobo project, to the website essentially. So even if we have internet, all the data is just going to save locally on your app. And so we have to send the finalized form data to our website. This is just a record showing what we've sent so far. We can delete any save forms that are stored, but what we want to do first is get blank form. And what that means is we need to pull the form or the project that we created in a previous tutorial with the questions that we created, and we need to download a local copy onto our app. Because remember, we can actually use this app if we don't have internet connection. So we need to actually download the form first and have a local copy. So select Get Blank Form. And you may be asked to log in once again. So after you log in, you'll see a list of all the projects that mirror what you have on your KoboToolbox project page on the dashboard. Now, these are only projects that have been deployed. Any of your draft projects will not show up here. If you get to get blank form and it's blank, that means that you actually need to log in again, that the app is not accepting your credentials. So a way to do that is you go back and then click on the profile in the top, this setting button, and then server. So here you can re-enter the URL, your username or password. It won't give you verification if the password was correct or if your login information is correct, actually. The only way really to tell is to go back to the main page, go to get blank form, and see if your projects appear. If they do appear, make sure that you have your projects that you would like the form to download checked here. Then you'll select Get Selected button. From here, you see all downloads successful, and that means you have local forms on your app now. And we can just check in the very end, we go to fill blank form and make sure that we have the option to fill out a form. We have our two projects, so that looks good. Let's just select our sample project. And from here, we have the first question, which was site name. We can run through quickly just to see if they're here. And now you get a sense of how the form would look. So remember, this was a select many. So I have the option to select building and monument or other. We can select as many as we'd like versus our site condition, where I only have the ability to select one or the other. Thanks for watching this video. As a reminder, you can access all of ASOR's tutorials for Cultural Heritage Survey using the URL located here at the top of the page. Hope to see you again. Goodbye.